Alright, so today's video we're going to have a look at how to make this thing called natural fire cement, and it's basically using mainly clay as one ingredient, but we're going to have to add a few extra things into the mix if we want it to basically either not shrink, because if it shrinks it's going to crack, or we want it to actually allow it to kind of expand. When it heats up we want it to be able to expand, otherwise it's going to crack as well. So basically at the moment I'm just breaking down some of these bricks that have previously been fired, and that's one ingredient that is kind of handy to actually add to our clay. Once we powder it down and mix it with the new clay, it's going to prevent the mixture from shrinking as it kind of cools down. There's nothing worse than actually it shrinking away and new cracks forming every time that happens. Okay, I think we're good now. I'm just probably going to sieve that out and get the bigger pieces out of there, and then we should be okay. Now I'll just break that all up. That's just the ordinary clay. It hasn't been fired, anything like that. That's maybe a little bit less than 30%, but I'm still going to add it in. We have about 25% there. And just mix it all together. Okay, so what do we need now? We've done our clay, we need another material to add to it. There are two different things that we could add. We could add both, but in this case we're only going to add one. And it's going to be our charcoal. Now, why charcoal? It could also, of course, be like, like straw or hay, chopped really finely. But the reason I'm using charcoal is because it's already fiber. It has different sizes. So when we add 20-30% into this mixture, it's going to basically form these, as it's heating up, it's going to form these cavities in this, and it's going to allow the actual clay to expand into it. And once that happens, it's not going to crack. And that's all there's really to it. I want about 30% in there. That's all I need. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to add the fire clay to this whole thing. It's pretty much like throw it together kind of job, to be honest. Nicely blocked. So we're going to have a possibility that it's going to be smoke coming out of the side. I'm going to have to fix that at a later stage afterwards. Main thing I'm focusing on is at the top here. Let that dry naturally. Yeah, that's basically it. I got this 50-100 piece of steel ball bearing, and I want to get that outer ring off, so I'm going to have to anneal it now and stick it in there so I'm not wasting any fuel while that's heating up. Okay, I nearly forgot. I got a gear. I think it's from an elevator. And it really is nearly brand new, and even this one here is probably the newest one out of the three. I got three of these. I don't know, they're pretty good. Now what steel is it? No idea. I did spark test it, and I think it is some kind of high carbon steel, so it's gonna make a great like cold chisel or anything really. It's really hard stuff. So yeah, I'm going to anneal this along with this one here, and that's because of the mass in here. It's going to cool down really, really slowly, and then I have some more steel that I can use. And plus, because I have three of each, I think it's great because I can mess around with the heat treating and all that kind of stuff as well. Okay, so it's about an hour later, and I have a piece of steel in there actually. But to be honest, it's working really well. I'm happy with that to afford itself. within about 10 minutes after heating up, there was no issues anymore with the smoke. A little bit coming out here and there. This spot I need to put something in there, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, so next day I totally forgot to film. And by the time I kind of remembered, it was like really dark and I would have not been able to show you anyway. So here you go. This is basically the clay. It's rather thick, so it hasn't fully dried out, even though this has been going for ages. Under there, it's of course gone hard, but I can't show you that, unfortunately. Now, you can actually bake this really hard and really solid, but what you do need is, you just need it to be less thick, maybe only that thick, and it would have actually baked solid. Actually, that's what they do in Africa for their foundries. They make these tubes, and they actually smell iron in these. Imagine. Alright, let's have a look in here. It's gone cool. It's still a little bit warm. It's there. It's forge weld piece. That there. And in here somewhere. There we go. So that should be very easy to cut now. Now I have to be extra careful. I didn't really plan this through now, did I? Alright, and there we go. Okay, so the ring is about that size, and what I want to see now, how long will that piece of metal be once I actually manage to flatten it out a bit? Oh, okay, that's really hard stuff. I'm raising me away there. Tell you that hammer, those hammer heads are handy for this job. So that's definitely going to make quite the knife, but what I will have to do is probably, I'm going to have to watch out for these little grooves here on either side. The one in the middle is no problem, but there's this thing called cold shuts. Let me just show you. Get there a bit closer. I don't know if you can see the little, yeah, you can see those little grooves there. And you're going to have cold shuts, and it'll have like little folds in it if you start hammering that. And I'll just angle grind that lip on the outside away on either side, and then it should be okay. You see the lips on either side? The one in the middle is okay. Okay, so that's it. Very long piece. It's going to make a nice knife once I flatten that out either way, either direction. And it's about 4 millimeters thick, so that's plenty to be able to be working with. I don't have to actually do much work at all. This concludes the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you in the next one as well.